afternoon. We're letting everyone in, so we'll take a minute before we get started.
It's cooler in here.
All right, well, we opened the room. Hopefully everyone's getting logged in nice and easy. Welcome to the American Heart Association's Cooking with Heart for Active Adults, brought to you by Aetna Medicare Solutions. My name is Corinne Kleinschmidt, and I'm the Vice President of Health here for the Greater Phoenix American Heart Association. We're excited to be bringing this digital experience to you today via Zoom. Live captions are turned on automatically for all attendees. And if you prefer to experience today's event without captions, click on the live transcript button on the bottom of your Zoom toolbar, and you can select Hide Subtitle. For those of you unfamiliar with Zoom, I'm going to take a minute to give some tips on how you can participate and ask questions during the session. When you joined the call, you were given the main event window. When you click chat, you can have the chat window added to your view. The slide showing right now has a picture of what that would look like. And if you want to remove the chat window, you just click chat again, so that way it comes down. When you have the chat window open, you can type in responses and questions. You can choose who the message will go to. We recommend selecting all panelists and attendees to send your message to everybody. This way we can all see the information and respond back to you. So please, we encourage you to select all panelists and attendees. And also for the chat box, if it's over the screen or in the way, you can grab the top of it and move it around so that it's not blocking any of the slides or the pictures or things like that. So I hope you're feeling a little more confident, and we'll test what we've learned when it comes to the chat box. So have your chat box open and then type in the answer to this question. What is your favorite type of salad? Pulling it up so we can see what people are typing. Caesar salads, Greek salads. Add chicken on there. I am a big fan of Caesar salads too. It's tricky, you know, salads can be, you think, so healthy, but if we put too much dressing or too many of those high calorie toppings, can get a little less healthy, but definitely love all of the salads you guys are mentioning, and lots of salads with lettuce. Lots of vegetables. Perfect. Excellent, you guys. You've got the chat box down. Besides responses or questions during the session, you can also change your view so that you can see things better. If you want to see the speakers and the panelists better, you can click View in the top right corner of the Zoom screen and then select Speaker View from the drop-down menu. And then that would make the speaker video larger on your screen. There are other options for view, so click around and see which one you like the best, what works for you. As we get started, I do want to give a special thanks to our sponsor, Aetna Medicare Solutions, for making this cooking session possible. We're excited to work with them on this project, and they truly are a champion for heart health and active adults. To share a few words about Aetna Medicare Solutions and to introduce our chef, I'd like to present Michelle Wager.
Thank you, Karen. We too are excited to be supporting this cooking series and bringing heart-healthy cooking tips to you. Here at Aetna, we care about your health. Aetna Medicare Solutions offers various Medicare plans that will fit your lifestyle and your health needs. Are you turning 65 soon and have a long list of Medicare questions? Well, our local expert, Maureen Zucher, will be your guide to answer those tough questions and help you through the process. You can contact Maureen directly at zucherm@aetna.com. And you'll be able to find Maureen's contact info. I will be placed in the chat area when somebody could place that in the chat area. Thanks. Here we have a great recipe for you today. This is so exciting. It's Jan's chickpea and raisin salad. We also often think of salads as being healthy, but we add lots of dressings and toppings that are high in fat and calories, and those salads can end up being pretty much unhealthy. So lucky for us, there are lots of great ways to make our salads healthy and delicious. So to show us how to do that today is Chef Jan Diatri. Jan is an Emmy-winning household name here in Phoenix for both her 40-year career in television and her culinary endeavors. So today's recipe, Jan's chickpea and raisin salad, is flavorful and delicious. So Chef Jan and Mama Diatri will give us more details on this superfood, chickpeas. We are happy to have you here with us today, Jan and Mama, so take it away.
Hi, everybody, and so glad that you could spend some time with us today. How are you doing today, girl?
I am feeling great. Thank you.
We're really excited about this salad because this is a salad that sounds really odd, and people will be opinionated right away. Oh, I don't like this and I don't like that. But when you put the combination together, it is to die for. And I was just looking at some of the comments from our guests today, and somebody said that their favorite salad is a kitchen sink salad. So when I started the restaurant, we had a salad like that, but I called it the garbage salad. And Mom said, you cannot, this is a gourmet restaurant, you cannot call it a garbage salad. I said, Mama, I'm calling it a garbage salad because it's everything that's the works. And it became our most popular salad. To this day, people are still saying, I miss your garbage salad.
Right.
But when you find a salad that you absolutely love, and this is going to be great for picnics. It travels really well. It holds up really well. You can make it and you can eat on it for a whole week. So it crosses off so many boxes.
It's my favorite salad.
Oh, boy.
I love salad. I actually should have once a day, especially in the evening when I don't want to eat too much. But this became my number one. I just love it.
Wow,
Love it.
you didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Anyway, so we're excited to share this with you, everyone.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Jan and Mama. And we're going to start by watching the video that Jan and Mama recorded earlier. As the video plays, please type any questions or comments you have into the chat box. And remember to please send them to all panelists and attendees. After the video, we'll have a Q&A with Jan and Mama, and we'll start with those questions that have been asked during the video. So you can ask your questions anytime, including after the video. When we play the video, we are having the audio on our end set to the loudest setting. So if you need it louder or quieter, please adjust the volume levels on your device to your needs. After the session, we also are going to send an email that has the full recipe instructions as well as a link to this recording. So feel free to take notes and to listen closely, but if there's something you don't capture when it comes to the recipe or to one of the details that Jan and Mama share, don't worry about it. We will be sharing all that information in an email right after the class. So with that, we're going to learn how to make Jan's chickpea and raisin salad.
Hi, everyone. It's Jan Diatri and Mama Diatri, and we were back with you. We're so excited to be cooking for you on behalf of the American Heart Association and Aetna. We love doing these recipes because they're awesome. And today we're going to do a superfood salad to die for, one of my favorite salads. It's got the most unusual combination of ingredients, but trust me, you're going to love this recipe, and it's so heart healthy and it's so good for you, which we need it right now, especially for Mama, because Mom, I am so glad you're back with us and healthy again, because for the past 4 months, this woman has gone through living hell. What happened to you?
I got hit by the shingles,
Shingles,
and
yeah,
I've
bad.
been living with day and night with excruciating pain. And there's nothing that will help. No pain pills, no any antibiotic or no medication, because this is a fight that you have no help. You have to fight it and get over by yourself.
So it's preventable, everyone. And we just want to do a quick reminder to get your shingle shot, get your flu shots, get vaccinated, make sure that you have every opportunity to get healthy and mostly get that shingle shot, because she went through 4 months of pain and still going through it, and it could have been completely unavoidable. Some doctors don't mention it, some pharmacists don't mention it, so we're telling you, get your shots.
Which is sad, Janet.
It
Yes,
is. We have to be our own physician sometimes.
The doctor doesn't mention it. They
Yeah.
tell you to get the flu shot, the pneumonia shot, but they never mention the single
So
shot.
it's really
And
important.
who is really one for subject is the
Seniors, yes. So we want you to be healthy, and we're going to help you today by making this salad. So, are you ready to cook?
And look at all the ingredients.
They're so good.
And
This is,
and it looks like it's going to be a wonderful, very healthy salad.
but of course, we have Mama and Jan in the kitchen. Do you even doubt it?
No.
So this is a chickpea and raisin salad. Chickpeas are superfood. Wait till you hear the benefits that chickpeas, garbanzo beans have, and we're going to walk through that with you today. Raisins, really good for you. The cilantro, it's a super herb. It may be the greatest super herb around. And scallions, really beneficial. We've got some extra virgin olive oil, a little salt, little pepper, little cumin. We're going to put it all together. You're going to love this salad. So, Mama, are you ready?
I am.
Okay, so the first thing we have to do is we're going to soften our raisins in a pot with some vinegar and sugar. Now you have a choice here. If you're not a real raisin fanatic, look what I found at Trader Joe's. I found a golden berry blend with dried cranberries, blueberries, cherries, and golden raisins.
Combinations of that.
Yes, so there's an option for you. So, Mom, should we do these or should we do a cup of raisins?
Well, just go according to the recipe so people doesn't get confused, but they have a choice.
They do have a choice. And you know what? Since you know you have a choice, I'm going to go with this combination because it's so pretty and colorful. I may throw a couple of regular raisins in here too. All right, so this is going to go in our pot. So, Mom, hand me the vinegar. So this is 1/4 of a cup of red wine vinegar. I'm going to put that in the pot. And then 2 little teaspoons of sugar right there. That's all we're going to do. Mama, the raisins are just about done. The liquid is evaporated and they're getting nice and plump. I'm going to turn these off to let them cool. And Mom, by the way, raisins are so good for you. They're loaded with fiber and protein, vitamin C. You had mentioned that you're looking for iron. They're full of iron and calcium, magnesium, zinc, sodium. My goodness, Mom, this is so good for you. So we're going to
This is what I need to bring me back alive again.
Yes, we need to bring you back alive. So let me take that off the stove. We're going to just let those cool. As a matter of fact, let's put those in a bowl here so that they cool off even a little bit faster. Get this out of the way here. There we go. Oh my goodness. I love these, but I love raisins too, you know.
I do too.
But I just think this is really colorful. Okay, so we're just going to let that cool. All right, Mom, while those raisins and cranberries and such are cooling, I want to tell you what a superfood chickpeas or garbanzo beans are, because mostly we use them in hummus. But chickpeas are a superfood, Mom. They're high in vitamins, minerals, fiber, protein. They can reduce the risk of developing heart disease and cancer. Great source of minerals like magnesium, potassium. They boost your heart health, Mama, which is what we both need. Listen to this, you and your high blood pressure. They can help prevent high blood pressure, which is a major factor in heart disease, as we know. They're cheap, right? Chickpeas are cheap, so you can find them in any grocery store. And Mom, for our vegetarians and vegans, you can absolutely make patties. You can create some meatless dishes with chickpeas that are fantastic. And if you're watching your cholesterol, chickpeas are great to lower the bad guy, the LDL, the bad guy cholesterol. So this is a superfood salad.
Sounds wonderful, Jenny.
Okay. All right, Mama. So let me get these cans out of the way. And we'll put the bowl right here. And the first thing you're going to do is put the chickpeas in there. Yep. So we've got 3 low sodium cans of chickpeas that we've drained and rinsed. And those are good to go. Oh my goodness, this salad is amazing. The next thing we're going to do is add cilantro or parsley. Now I suggest cilantro. It's a cup of chopped cilantro, and Mom was chopping it earlier. And so, Mom, you love cilantro.
I do.
I love cilantro. It is a super herb. So we're going to go ahead. You can, if you don't like cilantro, or some people have a reaction to it, you could do 1 cup of chopped parsley, but the cilantro takes it to a whole new level. So Mama, cilantro, it is a detoxifier. It aids digestion. It helps get rid of stomach cramps. It helps you lose weight. It's got anti-diabetic properties. It improves kidney function. It works wonder for your beautiful skin. It helps boost memory, which we both need. And I think cilantro is amazing.
This is going to be my future salad.
Oh, it is, definitely. Okay, so we've got the chickpeas, we've got the cilantro. The next thing we're going to do is add, oh, by the way, before we get into that, I want to just pass along the tip that I love sharing with you. If you're using herbs like parsley and cilantro and basil and bay leaves, they can be very expensive. So we create a greenhouse in our refrigerator by just putting all of your herbs in a glass with some water, covering it with a Ziploc bag, and then tying it off with a rubber band. And this will last in your refrigerator for months. And that way you can just pluck off your herbs and have them anytime. You don't have to ever waste any herbs at all. So Mama, while you were chopping the scallions, I was telling you that they have about 25% of your vitamin C for the whole day, 10% of fiber, keeps your cholesterol levels down, which you and I are always looking to do. It's great for lowering your chances of heart disease, diabetes. It could block cancer growth. It helps with inflammation. I'm telling you, scallions are amazing. So we've got 4 of those that you chopped, and those go in next. That's perfect. Now, extra virgin olive oil. Don't skimp on olive oil. When you're going to put it in a, right? When you're going to put it in a salad like this, you want really good extra virgin olive oil.
I always love it. And I always put a little bit extra because it helps to help your body to move too. It does.
I know, sneaking extra. We're going right by the recipe today. So it's 1/3 of a cup of extra virgin olive oil. That goes right in there, just like that. Yep. Beautiful. And then we're going to set this parsley aside and use it for another time. And then we've got cumin. It's just a 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. But boy, isn't this recipe unusual? It's got cilantro, cumin, chickpeas, olive oil, but it's so good. Okay, Mama, so the cumin goes in there, right? And a little bit of salt and pepper to taste, but we're recommending a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Yep, and that's sea salt, gray salt.
Which I love it.
Yeah, me too. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, although I love pepper. Beautiful.
Okay.
Look at this salad. Okay, and the last bit. Oh, you're using my spork. Mom, do you know what a spork is? Do you know what a spork is?
No, what is
It's a cross between a spoon and a fork.
Yeah,
It's a spork.
It's a different.
It's
different day, but you can
should
do
grab
that.
my-
You can do double work with it.
That's right, exactly. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do is the raisins, and the beautiful dried berries are plump. They've cooled down, and we're going to put those right in. Look at how colorful and gorgeous this salad is. So, Mom, you're going to gently stir.
Wow.
My mouth is already watering.
I'm ready to eat.
You stir, and I'm going to go grab us a couple of plates and some spoons, and we're going to dive in.
This looks very colorful, and it smells delicious. Wow.
Mom, tell us a little bit about garbanzo beans and how you ate them in Italy and stuff.
The garbanzo beans. I was young when I was weaned, let me say, with garbanzo. But we use it in so many different ways for salad. And there was not a lot of different recipes like they have now for hors d'oeuvres. But today is a very, very important dish. People are using it most of our hors d'oeuvres. and salad. But this looks wonderful. Oh, yeah, yeah. I can't wait to taste it.
Okay, how easy is this salad? Now, it's super inexpensive. Anybody could make this salad. It sits really well. You know how sometimes you make salad and it gets wilted and you have to throw it out? This salad, you could make it at the beginning of the week and just enjoy it all week long. It just gets
Really?
better and better and better. Sure, because it holds up really well in the refrigerator. And so, and it's a surprise. It's a conversation piece because people are going to go, what is that? And they taste it and they're going to flip. So we have to be professional here and plate it up so it looks very good. Otherwise, if you weren't here, we would just be diving in with our spoons, but we're not going to do that because the American Heart Association and Aetna deserve better. And so do you. So
All
Mama,
right.
you go ahead and plate it up. And again, this is a chickpea and raisin salad. It is a superfood salad. You couldn't get more superfood with the garbanzo beans that are so heart healthy and so good for you, the cilantro that's a super herb, scallions, the cumin, the olive oil, good extra virgin olive oil. Mama, you always taught me that you don't need a lot of ingredients. You just need good quality ingredients.
You're
And
right.
the chickpeas, by the way, 3 cans, low sodium if you can find it. Rinse them, drain them. So all you're getting is the goodness. My mouth is watering. I can't take it anymore.
And
can't take it
I'm going
anymore.
to say that if you make it and you keep it in your refrigerator, they enhance some the flavor because all the ingredients that we put it in, they will, mix,
Absorb and yes. All right. Are you ready to try this
I
since
am.
we've been raving about it?
I am.
Okay. Wait for me. I guess we could have used a fork or a spork.
I have to say it's very colorful. It's very good looking, and it's going to taste fabulous, I'm sure.
Cheers. Ching ching.
Mm.
All right, here we go. Mmm. Wow.
Mm,
How is it?
fantastic.
All right, come on, tell me the truth.
I always tell you the truth.
What do you like about it?
First of all, the flavor, all the combination together. And I love the fruit in it. And I love the garbanzo because I'm used to eat all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And the olive oil blend is so good. All the ingredients, there's nothing that I would say take it out or add it to
And
it.
she will too.
And perfect.
Believe me. She's very critical.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't add more salt.
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't add more oil. I think it's perfect. It's beautiful. It's colorful. And it is so, so good for you.
So healthy.
Yes, and that's exactly what we're doing is we're cooking for you. We want to make your heart so healthy. We want you to live long, happy, healthy lives. Spend time in the kitchen. It's recreation. It really is. But with this recipe, you don't need to spend a lot of time in the kitchen at all.
Oh, it's wonderful.
So Mama, chickpea and raisin salad that's going to bring you back to health.
I need to do that.
Get your shingle shots. Get your flu shots,
Exactly.
get vaccinated so that you can have every opportunity to stay healthy.
Yeah.
And then you can enjoy lots and lots of chickpea salad.
Right. You're
All right.
perfectly right.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. And we'll see you next time when we're cooking with the American Heart Association and Aetna.
Jenny, I'll tell you, this will be perfect for a party. People will love it, and it's healthy, and I know that they will go home and copy and keep making for their own family.
Guess what? That's exactly what happened. I discovered this at a party,
Yeah.
and I was in line with everybody else getting the recipe. That's exactly what happened. So it was a party food, and people were going crazy, and they all wanted the recipe. So that's how I got it. So I'm so glad we could share it with you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
More.
Wow, that looks delicious. And in the comments. Everyone has been saying that now they're hungry and that looks really good. And now they want to eat some salad. And I would agree 100%. That is one of the difficulties of doing these sessions at lunchtime. I'm like, oh, I'm so hungry now. That looks so good.
We're starving now.
Yeah. And I just love salads that are more than lettuce. I get bored, like just lettuce. And so being able to try something different, and pasta salads can be very high in carbs and things. And so being able to do something with chickpeas. So thank you so much, Jan and Mama, also for reminding us how important it is to be advocates for our health. The American Heart Association recommends everyone to connect with their doctors and to talk about vaccinations and to see what is recommended for you. Research recently actually shows that the shingles vaccine can actually help reduce your risk of stroke as well. So if you or someone you know are 50 plus, talk to your doctor about the shingles vaccine and to see if it's right for you, because we know that there are a lot of benefits that can be done if it's something that's good for you. So now we have questions and we have comments. And first we had Sharon and Leah who shared that they love chickpea curry and roasted chickpeas, but it kind of leads to the question of chickpeas being a superfood. So Jan, are there other recommendations you have for incorporating chickpeas into our routines and into our meals?
Well, as I mentioned, that chickpeas are the basis for hummus, and there's so many different great recipes that you can use with hummus as well. But the chickpeas, you can smash them up and you can incorporate them into, if you're vegetarian or vegan, as I mentioned, they're a great, like sort of a meat, plant-based alternative. The chickpeas, if you didn't want to make an entire salad of chickpeas, you can just throw a few on top of your additional salad. But I was just looking at some of the comments, and Tanya was mentioning that she loves this salad and that she could see all sorts of different spices and herbs that you can include if you don't want curry or cumin or something like that. And I agree completely, because chickpeas, kind of like tofu, it just kind of, it takes on the flavors that you're incorporating. So I love that idea. And I'm starting to use chickpeas more and more in recipes as well.
I use when I make bean soup or minestrone soup, I always put a can of container after I wash it into it, because it gives us a wonderful flavor, and it's like beans. And it helps with your vitamin, whatever you have into it.
Yeah.
So,
and there's also a bunch of recipes online. In fact, I'm going to have to redo this video because I did it a while back, but you can roast chickpeas and they're a snack. So you roast them in a sheet pan with a little bit of salt, and I think there's some oil in it. You kind of mix it together and then you roast it, and then they turn out crunchy like corn nuts, Those are so good to snack on. And so you're eating something healthy while you're snacking too.
Yeah.
Well, and one of the things that we found, my husband and I, is pasta made of chickpeas. So instead of using a traditional pasta, it's chickpeas. And one of the benefits of that is getting more vegetables into your diet. But and they taste just the same. And everyone, I'm going to admit, my husband's a meat and potatoes kind of guy, and I didn't think I was going to be able to get him to eat a chickpea pasta, but he loves it and actually likes it more. But I will say it's very high in fiber. So that's one of the things, is that don't eat too much and increase your fiber intake too much, because it is very, very high in fiber. But at that point though, Americans have a really low fiber diets. We're not eating enough. So having chickpeas added to your diet can really help there as well.
Right, exactly. Can I share a really cool tip right now that has nothing to do with this salad, but it's something I learned because we're all looking at eating more veggies, and a lot of times we want to saute, right? You saute the onion and garlic and celery if you're going to do a ratatouille or a caponata or something like that. But I've been working with a national weight loss program, and they taught me, Mama, how to saute vegetables with no oil. And I just thought I'd share this tip real quick, because we're all trying to, like I said, trying to eat more veggies. Chopped onion has so much water. I think it's like 90% water. You get your hot skillet and you spray it with 0-calorie cooking spray. Then you put your onions, celery, leeks, whatever you're sauteing in there. And believe it or not, it just sautés in its own water. You can add a little bit of water, but it caramelizes just like oil. So if you want to eliminate some oil when you're sauteing, give it a try. It was a mind blower for me. I'm Italian. I always thought you had to saute with olive oil.
Do you know what else has a lot of water? Is the mushroom.
Yeah, mushrooms too,
So,
right?
You start with a mushroom and you have liquid.
Your water, that's
and
right.
automatic
That's,
liquid right
Yeah.
there.
that's great. I say olives or mushrooms and onions. That's great advice for sauteing and that.
Also, eggplant has it.
A lot of water, right? That's
Yeah.
right.
Some folks mentioned squeezing lime on top of the salad. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, absolutely. Well, you've got the vinegar, but the vinegar is incorporated in a little bit of sugar. And I know someone, one of our guests was concerned, she's diabetic. And so you can eliminate that sugar because the raisins and the berries have so much natural sweetness to it. But this, I think if you're going to do the lemon, just do it at the very end, very lightly at first, and then you can always, you could never take away that acidity and that citrus. So just do it gradually, but lemon just brightens up any dish, always.
And whenever you use onions, always use sweet onions because it's a natural sweetness.
Yep, sweet yellow onion. We talked about that with the chicken soup. You're going to pay a little bit more for the sweet yellow onion, but it is worth it. Don't even buy brown onions. Don't even buy the white ones. Just go for the sweet yellow.
And you mentioned one of our guests talking about, someone who's being diabetic and whatnot. And it goes back to as well with raisins. There are lower sugar raisins compared that have a lower sugar content in them. And then also you can back on the amount of them that you put in. When we give the recipe, it'll show the calorie contents and the sugar contents and whatnot based on the exact recipe. But if you do use a lower sugar content raisin or put fewer, that also cuts back on the amount of sugar that there might be.
Yeah, I mean, modify it to fit your diet and your needs. And that's what we love about the salad. And that's the recipes that I love to share are recipes that give you a little bit of flexibility and they're still going to taste delicious. So, and I didn't realize that, Corinne. I didn't know you could get lower sugar raisins.
And then someone mentioned the name of the vinegar. Could you repeat the name of the vinegar?
Oh, so we just used a red wine vinegar. And then I've kind of gotten hooked on white balsamic vinegar that you can find in the store now. And that just is really neat. But just a basic red wine vinegar is great. But good olive oil.
I'll say, which is the next question. You mentioned having a good ingredient with your extra virgin olive oil. Is there a favorite or one you recommend?
Well,
Always.
I'm not being paid by Trader Joe's, I promise. However, we spend a lot of money on imported olive oil. I was at Trader Joe's about a year ago, and I saw this great big bottle of olive oil, and I talked to the cashier there, and he said, this is our #1 product. We cannot keep this olive oil in stock. It's $7 for a great big bottle, and you know what? It's my favorite. It is fantastic. It's extra virgin. It's light, it's flavorful. It's not like that combination that you get in the big box stores that have, canola and all that stuff in it. So Trader Joe's, just ask them for their most popular olive oil. It's their brand. And it comes in a really cool bottle with its own spout and stuff. But
It's a gallon. Right?
no, it's not. I think it's like just a wine size bottle. What would that be? A liter?
Half a product. Gallon.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's great advice. And
Inexpensive.
you did, I was gonna say that's a very good deal. And as she said, we're not being paid by Trader Joe's, but they just have some pretty good deals on some of the things for the salads. You mentioned how we put the raisins and the golden berries on the salad once they'd cooled. And someone was asking, what if you didn't wait for them to cool? Is it going to be okay, or is that going to ruin the salad?
No, it'll be fine. You just don't want them screaming boiling hot because then your cilantro and the parsley and all that will wilt a little bit. But no, and it takes no time at all for them to cool down, once you take them out of the pan and put them in a bowl. But no, I mean, and this salad is so great warm. Like I said, it's a perfect picnic salad. It holds up really well for your pool parties or transporting to a picnic, but it's also, it's delicious cold, but it's also delicious kind of room temperature and warm too. So that would fit right in.
Yeah, I'm saying to your point, a lot of parties over the summer, there's the traditional potato salad and there's the pasta salads, and this is something that's different that you can bring.
And this could be a main meal for you. You know, you could make it as a side, a couple scoops with your burger and hot dogs and all of that, or you could just make it a main meal salad. It's filling. You know that every bite, you're nourishing your body with great superfoods. So that's why we love this salad so much. And you make a big batch of it, keep it in the refrigerator all
This
week
is
long.
what I do. I make, and I'm only one person, and I keep in the refrigerator, and then whatever I want to add to the salad, just plain salad, and enhance my salad, and also it never lose the crispiness.
No,
In other
that's
words,
right.
Yeah, it's not a wilted. Nothing is wilted. It's nice and alive and fresh. It's just wonderful.
You're only one person, but what a person you are.
But I love it. I enjoy it as salad
Yeah.
so much. I've been telling you all the time.
And when you make it for your family or your friends, don't tell them, just put it on the table and let them go crazy, because you know people will have an opinion ahead of time and maybe not want to try it, but once they taste it, it is a winner.
Yes.
So we have got one more time for a question, and then we'll wrap up and have a final video. Someone was saying that they're trying to follow the FODMAP diet, and so they can't have chickpeas. So do you have a recommendation perhaps on a substitute for chickpeas for something like this?
What is the diet?
It's called FODMAP. I was saying my husband was actually on it for a little bit of time too. He was trying to figure out what allergies he might have, and so they take out a lot of things that you can eat. I will say if you really are adhering to it, it's very restrictive, but.
So I don't know if northern white beans would fit on the diet that he's on, but you can definitely substitute a white bean, like a northern white, a cannellini bean. What you want to do is gently stir it. You know, the garbanzo beans, the chickpeas are really firm, so you can kind of toss them around a little bit. So maybe try a different bean. Gosh, Mom, what would you suggest if they can't have a chickpea? I think maybe just a white bean would work really well.
What about the black beans?
Or the black beans? I don't know. You could give it a try, but you could definitely go online and just say, you know, what can you substitute? What, if you're using chickpeas in a salad, what's a good substitute? I'm sure you'll find a ton of different
so
ideas.
Many different beans.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's one of the benefits too of the chickpeas, is that they are a firmer texture, so you can do a little bit more with them, but then also again turn them into hummus. So they're very versatile in their usage. So
and you know what I would do is you can actually chop up a lot of celery and add that, because I love celery and cilantro or parsley and the raisins and then the vinegar, that all fits in really well. So maybe just, you know, pack it with some good chopped veggies to give it that crunch.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe try the cannellini beans, the northern white beans or something like
Yeah,
that.
and someone was mentioning perhaps you could replace the chickpeas with black beans or something like that. I think to your point, it's about just being careful with how you're stirring the salad to make sure that they don't get crushed.
Yes, yes.
There's so many different variety of beans.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
which one would fit her
Yeah.
feel better.
Well, that's perfect. Thank you guys so much. That's the time for
Absolutely.
the questions that we've got for today. Thank you, Jan, for showing and sharing cooking tips with us. And thanks for coming, Mama. I know I'm feeling a lot more confident about making chickpea and raisin salad. And then, of course, thank you again to Aetna Medicare Solutions for helping to make this possible and to help get information out into the community on cooking tips. We're so grateful for your support to provide this information. After we conclude today, as I mentioned, you're going to get an email from the Heart Association thanking you for participating. Included in there will be the full recipe, a link to this recording, as well as a feedback survey. So if you have time, please take a couple minutes to fill it out and let us know what you liked and what we could do better next time. And before we go, we've got one last video to inspire you this afternoon.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Christine?
Our son is studying pre-med. He told me walking was a way to keep my brain and heart healthy. He's a smart kid. So I took his advice, went outside, and got moving again. I even started a weekend walking club with some of the other moms from the neighborhood. I'm walking more than I have in years and feeling better than ever. Enjoying another 40 years with my family and friends, that's why I'm choosing to stay active.
Thank you again, everyone. Have a great afternoon.
Bye, everybody.